Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today I have with me my friend Hanna, who's from the JET program. So finally I am able to do this video. A lot of you have been asking me about the JET program, and I don't really know the process and the requirements because I am not from JET. I am from a private dispatch company. So Hanna here, my friend, is from the JET program. Let's start. So first question, how did you know about the JET program?
So I knew about the JET program through my sister's friend.
Through your sister's friend. Okay. And next question, how long have you worked for JET?
So I just started this year, August 5, so exactly 110 days, that's almost 4 months.
How's Japan?
I'm enjoying it very much.
So she's really new to Japan.
Yep.
Is this gonna be your first winter?
Yes, my first winter.
How are you liking the cold? Sorry.
Now, still bearable, but it's really getting cold nowadays.
Yeah. And you walk to school, right?
I walk to school, so I have two schools. One is what we call the base school. So I walk around 20 minutes to the nearest train station, and then one stop, and then walk maybe 10 minutes. And then my visit school, that would be around a 10-minute walk from my apartment.
Yeah. And we're in the same prefecture. Can we mention the prefecture? Okay. Some of you guys know I'm from Nagano, so we're both living in Nagano. Okay, anyway, does the JET program hire ALTs all year round?
So that's a good news. So the JET program takes in applicants every year.
Every year?
Every year. So today, it has already started since November 6th. So you can go to the Japanese Embassy for the Philippines website to check all the details. So normally, application is open every October, but this year is a bit late, November.
Okay, the application for next year has already started. It started in November 6th, and it ends in...
deadline would be January 7th, 2019.
January 7th. So it's from November 6th to January 7th. So it's like almost 2 months. 2 months and a day. Okay, so you can't apply like in March or May. No, you can't, right?
Yes.
And it's one batch per year.
One batch per year.
Okay. Next question is, where can you apply?
That's a good question. So only at the Japanese Embassy, which is in Rojas Boulevard.
So you really have to go there.
So you have two options. So if you're in Manila, you can go in person, submit your documents, or you can send it through a courier. If you're, let's say, in Visayas.
So if you're from Mindanao, you need to submit your papers, requirements to the embassy.
Yes, send it by courier.
Okay. Next question. Can you tell me the step-by-step process of the application?
So initial application would be submitting your documents. So those would be the requirements like your statement of purpose. It's like an essay, a 2-page essay. It should be A4, double spaced.
Okay.
2 pages. It shouldn't be more than 2 pages. So there is an application guideline that you can download on the Japanese Embassy's website. So everything would be there.
So it's just one essay, but 2 pages, right? One topic.
Yeah. So what I did was I went to, I googled like tips. So first
on what to write.
Yes, that's true. And then the best one I saw was on tofugu.com. So basically the tips would be, you'll tell them why you chose Japan, and then like your credentials, your experience, work experience, what you can contribute to the Japanese students. The last part I put there, what would be my future goals after JET, what would I want to do. So that's your statement of purpose. I would highly suggest to like read it many times, edit it as much as you can or maybe have someone check it for you for grammar, check any grammar errors, and then if there's something that you can still change, make it better. Tofugu.com's tips are really good.
How long did it take you to write your essay?
Maybe a day, but I did edit it thrice, I think.
Okay.
I keep coming back to it.
Okay. So all JETs, like even in America or the UK, the same essay style?
Yes, everyone would have to submit the same guidelines.
Okay. And what else? What are the other requirements?
The others would be like the documents, your transcript transcript of record,
Mm.
certificate of graduation. So that one might be confusing at first because some would think it would be your diploma. So not really. I went to my university. There's really a certificate of graduation that you can request for. And then the other important thing aside from the essay, because the essay would be like something personal that you can really like advertise yourself that this is what I can do, what I can offer. And then the other would be the letter of reference. There should be two. So you should submit like an original and then photocopies.
Okay.
So there would be a form that you can download. JET program applicant self-report of medical condition. So this one, that's the only thing that I submitted because you might get confused on the guideline because there's also like another form there where you have to go to the doctor and have it like you get a checkup. But you don't have to submit that until you get shortlisted. So for now,
okay,
you just have to put there like your medical history if you have allergies, things like that.
Okay, are there more?
So if you have certificates, qualifications like
TESOL,
TEFL, so much better. It will be a plus point. And
did you have?
Yes, TESOL. So I submitted mine. And then document which shows your nationality, which is just your passport. The last one is criminal record, only for applicants with criminal history. So
Okay.
if you don't have one, no need to submit it.
Okay. So in this part of the application, you're still an applicant, right?
Yes,
You're okay. So you have to submit all these documents, and then after that, after you send all these documents,
so you wait. So
you wait for how long?
So I said during my time, deadline was January 5, 2018. I submitted my documents January 3, and then the email I got from the embassy was January 24.
Oh, not that long.
Not that long.
But then-
but it will be long for others who have submitted
earlier. Okay.
Yes, because they would have like a note there that they encourage for you to submit as early as you can.
So you submitted like
Very,
on the
very-
deadline.
On the deadline, almost the deadline.
Okay. And then you got shortlisted. You received an email.
Not yet.
Not
so,
yet.
January 24, it's just an invitation for an exam and an interview.
Exam and interview. This will be in Manila.
And yes, at the embassy. Everyone.
So those coming from Mindanao or the Visayas,
Yes.
they go to Manila for the interview and exam.
Yes.
And what is the exam about? English, or is it like an aptitude test?
It's in English, though I'm not too sure if I can.
You can say, okay.
I'm not too sure
Okay.
really, but yeah, there's an exam and then the interview. It's going to be a panel interview.
Panel interview. How many were there?
So there were 3, 2 from the from Czech and then 1 from the Japanese embassy.
Okay. But it was in English, right? Not
It
in
was in
Japanese
English,
or
yes.
not in.
The Japanese, if you can put it on your application if you know Japanese. Oh, you can also submit that if you have JLPT, and if you can converse, and they will check if you can speak in Japanese. But I didn't have to do it.
Yeah, and it's not really like part of the requirement, right? It's like
Yeah.
a plus, but it's not like
Yes.
a part of
It's
the
a
requirement.
Plus point. Even the teaching experience, it's not really like a requirement, but
Okay.
definitely have
At least a background.
an advantage.
From the Philippines, they're all teachers.
So far, most of or all of the ones that I've met have teaching, not like
license, but teaching experience.
yes, they have teaching experience.
Okay, all right. So when you got the letter, the email inviting you to the interview, and then what's next after that?
So January 29 was my interview, and then after that it's a 2-month wait.
Waiting.
So I got the email that I was shortlisted in March 26th already.
Wow, you still remember the dates? The
Yes.
exact dates.
So they'll be sending you an email all the time.
Mm.
And then after that, another 2-month wait, I got my placement
So
information.
when you're shortlisted, it means that that's it. You're with the JET program. Like,
Yes.
you're a successful applicant.
Yes.
Okay.
Though they do have like a disclaimer that it's still possible that if they don't get you a placement,
Then you don't
Yeah.
get a placement, and you
Yes.
can't come to
I
Japan.
think that's possible. What's going to happen is if you're shortlisted, you can apply the following year if you don't get a placement,
Okay.
but you won't go through like the process yet.
Okay, so you got your placement when?
That was in May.
May.
Yes, that I'll be in Nagano.
Okay, and then after that, did you have to go to Manila back and forth? Oh no, because you live in Manila.
Yes,
so,
I live near
okay.
Manila, so when you get your email that you will be shortlisted, it's the time that you have to submit your certificate of health. They have a deadline, and then they're gonna try to find you a placement, like which prefecture. So you have on the application form, you can put 3 preferences, or you can just say they can place you anywhere.
And did they place you in those preferences?
Unfortunately,
no,
because I wanted to be in Ibaraki just to be close to my friends, so it's easier to get settled in. But that's okay. Nagano is great.
So next question: during your year, how many applicants were there, and how many passed?
So the total number of those who apply, I don't know, but there were 40 that were shortlisted. Yes, successful. So it's the biggest group so far. Before us, the largest group was 28 back in 2000.
So it's getting bigger and bigger. Hopefully next year it's gonna be bigger.
Yes.
Okay, so next question: in your honest opinion, was it worth it to apply and move to Japan to teach English?
The answer is yes, definitely. So if you're interested, please do apply, because they want also to have as much participants as possible from the Philippines. It's definitely worth it.
It's worth it. In the application, what was the most stressful part and the most difficult part?
Well, there's the essay, because you have to say everything.
So that's the most difficult.
That one, and the waiting time, because you're so that's from January up all the way to May. You're waiting what place, where will you be placed? Is this already a sure thing? So it's agonizing to wait that much, and you're not sure what's going to happen.
Do you have the instructor's visa or specialist in humanities?
Instructors.
Okay, so you didn't need to get a medium of instruction certificate?
No need. So that's another because it's you are directly applying for the visa at the embassy. So we only got it after a week. We got our visas already.
So it's easier than with other dispatch companies, you guys, because with us, we need to prove that we can speak English fluently and that we have studied English for 16 years. Wait, 12 years? 14 years? We have to prove that we were taught in English.
So the hardest part would be probably the initial application. Because once you get, so the goal would be basically be invited for an interview, and then just give it your all during the interview. And then after that, once you get the email for being shortlisted, then there's a high possibility that you're.
And then you just have to wait and prepare and sit back, relax. I see. That's great. Next question, maybe the last question. If there are any, what are the cons with JET?
The cons, well, one, if you want to stay for a long time, because the program would be a maximum of 5 years, but normally they would tell us that that's under special circumstance, or if you have really a good performance.
So you can only stay with the program for a maximum of 5 years.
5 years.
Okay. And then what about if you've reached your 5th year and you want to stay in Japan? What do you do?
Good question. Well, I've known some who have stayed still. Although you have to look for an employer. So basically you have the freedom to choose
anywhere.
The other cons. Oh, the other one is you can't do or get a part-time job. You're not allowed. So we are considered like them, like a public employee, because you work for the Board of Education, so the government. So you're a public servant, something like that, or
so
public
you can't
official.
work part-time
or anything that has financial benefit. So let's say if you want to teach some Japanese, you can do it as a volunteer, or they can just treat you for dinner, but definitely no money.
No money involved. Okay, and I think one other con is that when you're in a rural area and you want to drive, transportation, going to school, commuting, if you want to drive, then you won't be provided a car. In your situation, she wanted to drive, but Jet or the BOE does not provide the car, right? So you have to pay or rent on your own.
Yeah, so I bought a second-hand car.
Just today.
Just today, I got the car today.
Yeah.
They would arrange, let's say, a rental for you, but you will still be the one to pay for it.
You will shoulder for the costs of the rental. Any last message to those who are going to apply for this year?
So please do take the chance, because if you didn't take the chance, you'll never know if you're gonna get in. So just read through the application guideline. I know it's a long read, but everything's there. You just have to follow it to the T. We do have a Facebook page. So it's called Incoming Jets 2019. So before it was 2018, they changed it for like the new batch. So if you have any questions, there would be other current Jets who can comment, like reply through the comments.
Okay, that's great. That's nice to know.
Yes.
I really didn't know anything about Jet, so it's nice to have Hannah here to help me out, so that you guys will know something about the JET program. And honestly, I highly recommend you guys to join the JET program, because if I knew about the JET before I applied for my company right now, I would have applied, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I had no idea about the JET program. Yeah, I highly encourage you guys to join. So I'd like to thank Hannah here for doing this interview with me, and go check her Instagram and go follow her if you want to see her life here in Japan. And what else? Go follow me on my Instagram as well, and like this video if you enjoyed watching it and you find it helpful. And also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye! Come on.